Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after a bit of a delay, not a delay as far as how long in between uploads, actually. I shouldn't even be here today, but travel issues. Great. We were back for, of course not the last time, for the moment, at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And this is to conclude this major plot element of the injured Bubbles being held here at the hospital nearby. Somewhere, either at the racetrack still itself, which I find hard to believe. She's probably been forwarded to the Barcelona hospital by now. It's been God knows how long. Unless Gearhead's keeping her there, you know, just because that's what he wants to do. And boy oh boy, we have a very meaty lineup here. I guess everyone's happened to show up to help here. First off, we have twins on the front row with two twin red Mercedes SLSs. Scroll down a bit to starting in P10, we have Vert Wheeler has showed up. Right behind him is Shadow the Hedgehog. Where is Sonic? I don't know. We have Buttercup, of course. Ryan Storm is here to help as well. And then we have So Fast and then Blossom, who we are playing as. And then we also have Ben 10 starting in dead last. And given the fact he's in a Cadillac, likely to also finish there. We've got a half-an-hour race here at Spain. And we're starting at twilight, basically. Also, ironically enough, my old League Racing GT car from last season starts in 14th, behind Ryan Storm. What are the odds of that? I made an error, I think, at one point. I've shown Buttercup's car to be the 63 with the green stripe. That's not it. Buttercup and Bubbles share the number 6. But that's definitely Buttercup's car that's being highlighted. In between Ryan Storm and Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, this is a mess. High product placement. ISO fast. Let's get this started. Yeah, not so fast off of the line, are we so fast? Oh, Nissan's taking his time. Oh, hi Shadow. Oh, okay. Literally, all 4 of the major characters that are in this race are right in front of me. Shadow, please. There we go, I got choose left. Remember the manic maneuver from Shadow there? I'm being blocked with my own darn sister. Get out of the way! I'm not gonna let Blossoms have a little aggression too. Shadow, give me a break. Okay, the U2 can just stop. They got damages off for this one. Blossom mixing up with a little bit with Drift King Ryan Storm there. He's probably not going to reciprocate that too well. Now we've happened upon Vert Wheeler. Found out recently too, and that's what makes this ironic. I saw a video earlier today announcing that there's a new mobile game that Hot Wheels has made, and tutorial dialogue is given to you by Vert Wheeler. He's wearing a Teku suit and everything from the Excel Racers movies, but apparently he has twin though. For some reason. Okay, Vert, that was kind of your fault. I was definitely on your inside. You just, I guess, forgot that or something. We still got plenty of work just because we're ahead of all of the in-universe characters. Now we just have the no-names in our way. One thing I question to myself would be the stakes of this event. Like, end or like victory condition, defeat condition, anything like that. I figure it's too early in the story for that. I was thinking like I had to get out of the grass. I do have to do that. At first I thought maybe like, you know, top 8 or Bubbles is lost. I'm like, no, it's episode 30, me. Not episode 130, and yes, I do plan for this to go that far. Alright, that was very rude. And the BMW just takes immediate advantage of me driving like a jerk. Is Blossom driving like a jerk? Yes. Does she have an excuse for doing so? That's up to you, but if you ask me, I would probably say yes. Blossom, hopefully by now, should be wary of just the kind of actions that BMW Z4s will sometimes take to keep their positions. And should have to bear that in mind as I go, as she/I go to pass this one up here. Didn't exactly want first gear, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh, Beamer! You better move. Alright, I did not make that braking zone at all. Still out of the BMW though. I should really get off of that. Just because this car is stable does not mean I should sit on top of the curb. Oh, hello, Porsche. How are you? Unfortunately, it seems as though none of the other in-universe characters have followed us through the field at all. They're still back there a ways away. And then they're even in shot, I don't think. Oh, hello, Cornering. Where did you go? Please come back. I require you now. See that Z4 back there. I will not have it. Okay, this time I did want first gear, and that worked out great. Hello again, Porsche. Goodbye again, steering. Perfectly fine racing line, don't question it. Okay. Are you trying to be taken out, Mr. Porsche? Because lines like that will get you that. Okay, well, fixed it. I didn't take him completely out, I just probably made him panic a lot. These AI, man, they get very, not laid back, but they get really They brake really early when I'm near them, is what I'm basically trying to say. The second gear amazingness. Top speed advantage over these Renaults. Their 7-speed transmissions do not help them at all. And he has been passed as cleanly as you could possibly ask. I see you moving back there. Don't even think about it from what you're doing. It's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. Now we have another Z4 and the twin Mercedes SLSs. It's a lot of curb me. It's a bold move, let's see if it pays out. Even this Mercedes thought about it on the Z4. Even the other drivers are sick of the Mercedes in this game. Or the BMWs. Whoa, he got loose. Unfortunately, I will not be getting a leg up on those cars in top speed anytime soon. Looks like I just took the rear wing straight off. He once again thinks about it. It doesn't have the eggshells to do it. Come here! Call me Scorpion, because you're about to get over here. You do not see that every day, trust me. A pass through the ninth corner is almost impossible in most cases. I was there, you turned in on me. I don't feel anything. Now the Mercedes definitely has this opportunity thanks to me. Now to pass his twin with the yellow his twin with the yellow wing. I can formulate English words perfectly fine, I swear. Curb assisted turning. Advanced technology. Not even Gearhead can replicate this. Even the draft, our speeds are about dead even. It's either do that or I run him straight off the road, and I don't think the Mercedes would have liked option B, so I just kind of had to insert my automobile. So in roughly almost 12 minutes, Blossom has taken her Lamborghini all the way from 18th to the lead. not the best steering I've ever had. Just what missed the hairpin because of coughing. So that's great. If there's not obvious enough, this race is still pretty far from over. I have to keep this Mercedes away. And to not do the same thing that my sister did in the last time, the first time this track appeared in the series. My neck is incredibly itchy. I was totally just daydreaming there, and I totally forgot that I'm supposed to be doing commentary for like the last, at least half a lap. So that was dumb on my part. It's been often said that solo commentary over a racing game is one of the hardest things to pull off, especially a single-player racing game. Because there's not much to react to, not many jokes or characters to make light of or give information about. And right now there really isn't any more of that either. Even with all these characters in the series, there's not really much reason to talk about any of them. I've said practically anything that there is to be said about the fact that these are the Fusion 12 version of Cartoon Network characters. Established their slightly adjusted personalities as a result. Mojo killed their dad while they were saving the universe. They use automobile racing as something of a stress relief, which is actually not entirely unheard of in any regard. It's the vehicular version of why Sonic always runs around. Adventure, put simply. I can actually check up on how the other universe drivers are doing. using the replay function. What's the difference in turning from between second and first gear? It's like the car just like a little bit of like water on the track, and it's like, oh. Let me actually briefly check that replay. Remember their names. Let's go back to see. Invert. So Fast has made up a lot of places. Started in 17th with me, next to me. Buttercup, however, has suffered. I guess she thinks that Blossom has the job handled. Also, Ben 10 with the 4 places gained. Mr. Nissan has had a bad day. Come on, so fast. That's not how you make a pass. And speed up to the end of the front straight. See what they do. Now what? Nothing really doing. Ben 10 actually mixing it up with Buttercup here. Not really much lane that she's given him though, so he just kind of has to recoil and wait. I should really not have looked back there. I should probably have been turning for the corner, huh? That was definitely my stupid. I was literally just about to comment, oh, and look at that. Now I've become divided from, not distant, well, distant, yes, actually that'd be the better word, me. That just mount that curb like it's a electronic fucking bull or something. I was getting a big gap on that Mercedes there, but after I decided that the hairpin isn't important, I just lost like 2 seconds of a difference from him. Good old, lighting bugs going on the track. It's spent so much of that first section of the track turning right that even with the track surface temperature being like not even 80 degrees Fahrenheit, tires still get noticeably hotter. Why was I on that curb? Why didn't I just get off of it? I'm honestly, it's like episode 6 again. I'm trying to spin the car, it seems like. Down to less than 10 minutes to go in episode 30 here. I couldn't exactly explain to you what it is that causes those lighting glitches. It's just random shadows. It's not the hedgehog, it's just shadow. The hedgehog is down on like 14th. Not sure how you'd think you'd be there. I guess chaos control. Anyway. Neither here nor there, we're playing as a Powerpuff Girl, not a hedgehog. Shadows to come later. When, I have no idea, but later. I believe come the end of this lap we'll have 5 laps to go. Too late. No, actually, the apex will be fine. Much to my surprise. I sort of had to think at one point if I balance how much I balance out. Like, do I just get myself to the front and claim victory? Or do I actually help the other characters in the universe follow me? So that if I may have a lot of competition through the end of the race, but it'll be relevant competition, not this no-name evil twin Mercedes-Benz back here, like 4 seconds away from me or so. That's kind of why, well, truth be blatantly told, I definitely had to reset this event quite a few times to get, well, I only wanted Buttercup, but it took so long, and it just so happened that she popped up in a race with 4 or 5 other universe characters. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna say no. But I was really hoping that the game would have placed Buttercup nearer the front of the grid. I thought 12th was actually okay. 12th would actually have been okay. But I didn't realize she would be, like, just incapable of gaining positions. But yeah, you know, were she in, like, 3rd or 4th, I wouldn't have even had to put in much effort to get a relevant opponent like we had in episode 1, where Bedlam happened to be the superstar rival that was like right upon my route diffuser. Or at least was there for the longest anyway. It wasn't there forever. And under 5 minutes to go. The end of this lap should bring 3 more. may, after I exit the 9th corner, may actually look the replay one more time and see if anything has changed with the other relevant drivers. You can imagine that that's not actually the group of them right there. That is on the other 4 on screen. It would be like Vert, Ryan, Storm, So Fast, and Shadow. Possibly not in that order, but admittedly, with all the AI races with each other in this game, unlikely that it's changed. So just take a quick peek. Yep, Versta leads the group. Ryan, Storm, yep, they're all right there. Not much stopping any of them from gaining in the next place. They just don't feel like it, I guess. And Ben 10 now kind of keeping his distance from Buttercup. Probably doesn't want to tick her off anymore. Make her want to run him off the road. That's probably respectful of the fact that they kind of have more personal goal in mind than just winning the race. Alright, that was a lot of bumps. Suspension almost looks like it's unhappy, but it kind of can't be unhappy because damage is completely off. So, SMS, you would have to really have to explain to me how my suspension could possibly be damaged here. They're hardly blistering lap times, but they don't really have to be as we now begin the second to last lap of the race. Not gonna lie, the way I took that corner, I was kind of playing with fire in regards to stability of the vehicle. It would definitely not have been hard for the car to just get snapped from the way I downshifted. It seems weird because these laps they don't feel terribly slow. And clearly they're not. As you can tell by that sector split, that's only 0.2 off of the fastest time I ran. Oh yeah, there's a new personal best right there. Monstrously faster. Hold that one out there for a moment, that's for sure. sure the random bumps don't try to assassinate me in this final stretch. And just with the break of dawn, as we head to the final chicane and now onto the last turn, all the diehard Powerpuff Girl fans rejoice. The cute one is no longer in peril. Blossom makes a definitive mark on this track right here. We're from 18th to 1st in just over 10 minutes. And then leading the next, like, 17 or 18 with no flaws. And eventually winning by, according to the leaderboard up there, by nearly 7 seconds. So the awkward lighting bugs intensify, and it's a little late for that to be a problem, though. They never were to begin with, but you know. Around the effectively most dangerous corner in the sport. Not really. Not really at all in real life. But apparently in Universe Zero, because it's the only one that cut out bubbles. Or just the one, rather. She definitely messed up more than that turn, but that was the one that put her in the wall, and then into somebody else. We didn't even have to cheat, we just drove a little bit rough. It's a weird steering wheel. The steering wheels in cars nowadays are weird, though. So they have like 200 buttons on them apiece. Oh, well, 7.5 seconds. Now, with the Powerpuffs once again reunited. Passive losers back here couldn't make any passes. This is so erratic. So of course now the question becomes, now what? I'm kind of paraphrasing you on this one, actually. It was thoroughly intentional, I swear. I was just making a foot out the way. She said that like 8 times in the last episode of Ultimate Racing. Not really what I wanted there. Shadow being obnoxious in the first lap. Very obnoxious. Confuse this! Okay, so the girls reunited. Well, now what? Well, the Golden Tetrad are probably soon to discover that they cannot find Superdew, even though none of them are really finding each other at all. They've all had the race. Bedlam knows where Metacog is. And I think he might have appeared somewhere else. I don't remember where. We, the audience, know where Superdew is. Last we saw him was Imola. Last we saw 16 Angels was... No, he hasn't actually played as him yet, but he's appeared as an opponent a couple of times. I don't remember exactly when. I think one of them was at Spa. That might be the most recent time he's shown up. And the governor we've seen at Sakito in Japan. So they're all pretty spread out. One in Italy, and stuck in Italy, badly injured. We have one in, well, we believe to be Belgium. One in, last we saw was Austria, as I remember. And one in Japan. Not in America, but other than that, they really couldn't be much further apart. And perhaps now, with them reunited, maybe the Powerpuffs will be willing to help, along with, well, the multitude of characters that appeared here. It's a very convenient drone. We can get a look at all of them with, Vert here, Ryan Storm. Ah! And we got a Shadow. So fast. It's my old League Racing car. And Ben 10. Who already had gained 2 places on the start. That Nissan was already back in last before we even got through the first lap. You suck! At any rate. It's gonna be it for this episode of The Time Loop. The girls are back together, and I can't imagine many people gonna be much happier about it.